What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Breaking Edge Outdoor 22 on 22. So today what we have is a little bit different than what I'm kind of used to these days, but it is something that I found to be joyful. Oh, and this is going to be a completely and totally different format because we are sitting down in my my workshop and not out on a gun range. We tried to do that today, but somebody messed up and didn't bring enough batteries for the camera, and we shot a different video with some, well, about double the size of what we're doing today, so stay tuned for that one. You know, hit subscribe, ring a little bell notification, it'll pop up, it'll let you know. Anyway, what we're doing today is a used rifle, as most of mine are, that I picked up at Locked and Loaded. It had sat on the used rack for several weeks. I don't know if it was quite there a full month, but it was there enough that I kept thinking about it. What caught my eye was this real pretty blonde stock, and it had an optic on it. And once I went and looked at it, you know, outside of the price tag, I think it was around $250, something like that. Which after I done some looking online, just trying to look up a little bit of information on it, I didn't necessarily get hurt, but I don't know if I got the greatest deal, but I'm always happy the deal at Locked and Loaded. But anyway, today what we have is a Norinco. Yeah, that Norinco. This is a JW-15A. Yeah, 15A in 22 long rifle only. Look at that barrel. I mean, that barrel just goes on for days. And then it comes up into that real pretty blonde stock. It is a bolt action. It is box bag fed. If you notice, it's not protruding, which makes it just a real nice, clean presentation package. It's got this teeny tiny little 5-round detachable box magazine. Snaps in. Took it out, like I said, we got it out and shot it today. Didn't have any sort of issues with it. It was, surprisingly enough, with this Walmart Tasco pronghorn little optic on there, I couldn't even tell you what the specs on it. Oh wait, I can actually see it. Very barely. It looks like a 4x32. So it's a fixed power scope. There's no parallax adjustment. It's not designed to, you know, shoot 500 yards. And it's a 22 long rifle. It is not a, and this is a brush gun. This is one that you can throw in a boat, go across the lake, and it's going to be fine. Nobody's going to be upset. From what I could tell online, it is sort of a CZ clone with the bolt and everything, which I don't have a CZ 22 rifle. I'm not super familiar with them, but that bolt handle just barely clears. But even, you know, racking it kind of hard, never, once I zeroed it out, never come off a zero. I mean, I was making, or I was shooting at other bullet holes in paper at about 20 yards, because that's about all the farther this needs to be sighted in with only having a 4-power scope. Although, I grabbed my phone here. I pulled up some specs on it. Oh, let's see. Barrel length 24 inches. So, I mean, it should be able to reach out there and get a hold of something. It's a 24-inch barrel. Overall length is 42 inches. wood stock. I don't know what 3.2 kilograms is. I'm gonna say it's about 6.5, 7 pounds. Let's see, features: open sights, trigger guards, sling swivels, magazine, scope grooved receiver. Which, and like I said, the scope was already on there, and wow, I just now noticed that they've got that front ring just about off the receiver. It's only about half on there. Rear sight flips down to allow for the scope, and it's just a pretty basic front sight there. This would be a whole lot easier if I had a camera guy that I can just be like, here, look at this. But I ain't got one. Pretty basic, just plastic buttstock. What really just caught my eye was this real pretty wood. I'm kind of a sucker for blued steel and wood, especially with actually having sights. Well, let's see. What else can I say about it? The bolt is a little bit different. This little tab right here, that is your safety. You flip it over to engage it there. And that locks the bolt down. Trigger's dead. Yep, and it's only on and off. This scope, here, let me just beat the snot out of you guys. This scope just has a pretty plain Jane reticle. It's about the hardest thing in the world to do. Nah, it's not going to focus. But this isn't a terrible scope. The glass is not fantastic by any means. Don't freak out, it is unloaded. I have looked at replacing it. Just kind of shopping on Amazon, looking for a little bit of something different, but I mean, I found another 4x32, not knowing what this was. I mean, I kind of figured it was about that size, but yeah, I found one for like 30 bucks. CV Life, I think is what it was. This is imported through Dallas, Texas. Good job, Texas. Because this is a fantastic, dandy little rifle. There is a little bit of an engraving right here on the top strap of the receiver. Probably not going to be able to see it with the scope in the way, but like I can see it. It kind of looks like a bullseye with an arrow in it. Well, maybe it can be seen from this way. I don't know. But yeah, I shot it very well. Put pea shooter on it. She was shooting it like scary. She is well, she's a great shot. She really is. First time that she picked this rifle up, I set up a pop cap off of a 20-ounce pop bottle, and she picked it off on her first shot. So, and like I said, pulled this out of the safe today, went and sighted it in today, and she shot it for the first time today. So she's definitely going to outshoot me before too much longer. She was a trooper today with some of the other things that we shot, and I almost gave it away. I almost revealed it. But oh, actually, you know what? Her mama took a video of that shot, and I'll see if I can't get it patched over to the computer. She took it on her phone because my dumbass left the camera batteries at home. busted it on the first shot. So there's not going to be a shooting portion of this, but hey, you know what? If you guys like this better than watching me just sit there and miss targets, let me know. You know, drop a little comment. See if you like the tabletop review more so than the in the field review. Because man, that's just such a pretty little rifle. Kind of makes me want to pull the scope off just to see, you know, how well it'll reach out there with the irons, or at least get a better scope and see how that's going to do. We were shooting, what was it, 40 grain CCI quiets. I think just the plain lead round nose, and I also shot some of the 40 grain segmented. So, and they both perform pretty well, completely identically. I mean, they're the same grain weight and everything. Yeah, I really wish I could have got some of the video. I took a shell casing from a different size firearm and traced it out on paper, and I mean I was punching holes through it, so at 20 yards, and no, it wasn't like, you know, a 12 gauge or anything. So well, now I'm just starting to ramble. So anyway, that is the feature 22 long rifle on 22. There's another look at this beautiful little rifle. Oh. There's just one little thing in the stock right there. I was like, it's in really good shape. I was a little bit surprised whenever I first found this, because I didn't know Norinco made anything in 22. I thought everything was 47. You know what I mean. Yeah, if you guys want to see a field day with this rifle, definitely let me know. I will gladly get this back out. If not, you're going to see it getting carried around here in, well, let's see, from the 22nd, it'll be, what, 5.5 weeks to deer season, or not deer season, yeah, I wish, to squirrel season. So we're definitely going to get these back out. Might have to have a little competition with pea shooters, see who can head shoot the most tree rats. I'm gonna lose that one. I can just about guarantee you I'm gonna lose that one. That kid is a crack shot. Anyway, like I said, I'm rambling, so we're going to cut this off. Like I said, if you guys want to see this thing in action, definitely drop a comment down below. If you want to see the next video that I've already got shot and need to edit and all that stuff after I get done with this one, and after I get done cleaning a bunch of different guns from today, definitely need to hit the little subscribe button and ring a little notification bell. Follow us on Facebook. I try to post updates up there too, you know, when the video drops, just in case. We've got a lot more people following us on Facebook than we do on YouTube. So I like to try and, you know, get it around. I mean, you guys watch them or don't. I mean, it's entirely up to you. I can't make you do it. But anywho, that's it. This is the 22 of the month. The Norinco JW-15A. You guys get a chance to pick one of those up, I would highly recommend it, because it, like I said, was just a delightful little rifle to shoot. Well, you know what? That rear sight is adjustable. And the front sight's got a screw in it too. So, yeah, for a $200 rifle, and everything was completely adjustable. Yeah, I would definitely pick one of these up again. I know this one will end up with a twin if I ever come across another one, because it's just a great, fantastic rifle. But anyway, that's it. That's it for me. Like I said, if you guys want to see this thing in action, definitely let me know, and we'll get her out. If not, well, you're gonna end up seeing it come August anyway, because this is definitely gonna go to the squirrel woods. Yeah, 100%. Anywho, furnace kicked on. That means it's time for me to shut up. Hang in there, guys. Hunting season's right around the corner. Then we're going to get after it and keep after it. Okay, guys. This camera's real dead. Battery's dead. I brought a spare battery, but it doesn't do any good when the spare... Nope, never mind.